Let others join in, and then we can, in case you have any doubts, please ask. Hello. Yes, children, any doubts you have? Good morning, Ramesh. Good morning, Mamsi. Good morning, everybody. Anyone has any doubts? Anything you want to ask me right now? Till the time we wait for others to join in. Can I request everyone to switch on their videos, please?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear. How are you?
I am fantabulous and you, ma'am.
I am also fine. Great. Can I request everybody to switch on their videos? Hiteshi, Vinay Pratap, can you switch on your videos, please? Satish, Sanjay, Vamsi, Shubham, Lakshay, Ramesh, Sunil, Moniraj, Prajwal, Akshay. Whoever's mic is on, please switch it off. Anything that you need to ask me, please ask me right now till the time the others are joining in. Vamsi, can you switch on your video, please? Hiteshi, Sanat, Ramesh, Sunil, good morning, Shubham. Please switch on your videos, guys. We'll wait for another minute and then we'll start the class. I do not want to wait any longer. In case children need to join, they need to join on time. It's showing some error. What's happened, Mamsi? Try again with the same link. Mamsi, try connecting it again. Try connecting it again, Mamsi. Yes, Shubham, what's the question? Switch on your mic. Yes, dear.
We have to find out.
Yes, Shubham.
Yes, we have to find out the correction in this.
I can't hear you at all, Shubham.
We have to find out the correction.
What is the correct answer here? His performance was superior to your set. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Shubham, your voice is not at all clear, dear. Okay. Anyways, switch off your mic. Now the question here is superior to is perfectly all right. His performance was superior to your performance, or his performance was superior to yours in any way. You either make it possessive or you change it into your set and his performance don't match. Either it has to be his set. So we are talking about performance, so it has to be of the same kind, right? Clear, Shubham? Shubham, are you clear, beta? Shubham? Okay. Now, let's get started, children. Sorry. Now children, what's the first idiom that I have written? I request everybody to switch on their videos please and switch off your mics please. Switch off your mics please. Dig the grave, eat one's words, fair and square, fair weather friend. Dig the grave means digging your own grave. What does it mean? That means that you are trying to destroy yourself, you're trying to destroy your reputation, you're trying to spoil your image. That is known as dig the grave. What is that known as? That is known as dig the grave. What can I make a sentence with it? I can say by taking side of the culprit, he dug the grave of his reputation. By taking the side of the culprit, he dug the grave of his reputation. Right? What is the next one? The next one says, eat one's words. What is the next one? It says, eat one's words. Now, when do we start eating one's words? Once we have spoken something and we regret speaking that particular statement, sentence, or whatever, because we might have spoken it in a hurry or unintentionally, or what is, we are not realizing it. So that means to take back your own statement, to go back on your own statement. That is the meaning of the word eat one's own words. Now, what can I make a sentence with it? I can make a sentence as I wanted my friend to be very careful. I wanted my friend to be very careful in her speech, otherwise she would have to eat her own words. Otherwise she would have to eat her own words. Clear? Okay. Now what is the next one? The next one says fair and square. Fair and square. Fair means to be fair with everybody. That means that not to be dishonest with anybody. Square is with this. So that means to be honest, to be upright, to follow the right way, not to follow the wrong ways. Now, what can be the sentence with fair and square? My father advised me. My father advised me to be fair and square. My father advised me to be fair and square in business dealings. My father advised me to be fair and square in business dealings. Right, children? What is the last one? The last one is fair weather friend. Again, we have the word fair. Now, fair weather friend here means that if you have a good weather, only then your friend is there with you. That means in your good times, your friend is there, but in your bad times, he leaves you, he deserts you. So what does that mean? It means a selfish friend. What does it mean? It means a selfish friend. What can I make a sentence with? A fair weather friend will never stand by you in difficult times. A fair weather friend will never stand by you in difficult times. Right? I'll quickly write this down, copy it, and then we move on to our adjectives. Dig the grave means to tarnish, to destroy, to take a statement back. Somebody's mic is on, please. Fair and square, honest, upright. Fair weather friend is a selfish friend. Quickly copy this down so that we can move ahead with our adjectives and get over with adjectives today itself. finish writing, let me know so that we can move ahead further. Once you finish writing, please let me know so that we can move ahead further. Have you all written it down? Lakshay, Prasanna, Narendra, Ramesh, Vamsi, Shubham. All of you have written it down? Yes? Okay, let's move on further. Okay, great. Please switch on your mics, everyone. Sorry, switch on your videos. Now, children, we were doing adjectives and we were doing degrees of comparison, and I told you about the rules of comparative degree. What did I tell you? I told you about the rules of comparative degree. Now we have to move on to superlative degree. Now, superlative degree, not many rules. Like I told you, most of the questions related to comparative degree. Superlative degree, just two rules that you have. One is that you always have it with the and followed by of. So he is the tallest of the, right? He is the richest man of the town. Yeah. But what happens when do we not use the? When are we not using the? We are not using the with the superlative degree in case we are not comparing this particular thing with others' comparison. You're not comparing your performance with others' performance. You are comparing your own performance in a particular area. You are trying to see what was your best performance or what was your worst performance, and accordingly you are trying to get into it. Supposing you have your English test. Now, out of those 5-6 tests that you have, supposing you have 6 tests, one you have received 12, let's say the marks were 20. One you received 5, one you received 18, one you received 20, one you received 10, and the other again you received 18. Right? Now you are not making a comparison with the other student. You are comparing about your own performance. In that case, or you're comparing somebody else's performance, but at that time, the person's own performance. So I say that this was my best performance. I don't say it was the best performance. I say my best performance, or I say this was my worst performance. Do you get the difference? Yes or no, children? Have you understood the difference? Yes or no? Quick answers. Have you understood the difference? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Please repeat,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes. Now, children, what happens is, supposing there is a film. Now you are comparing, let's say, Amitabh Bachchan's performance with any other performing actor, or you're comparing Shah Rukh Khan's performance with anybody else's actor, with Salman Khan, Amir Khan, etc. But in that case, we are going to use the. But if we are comparing only Shah Rukh Khan's movies from the first day till the last day, or maybe his last 10 movies, and I'm trying to see what has been his best role or what has been his worst role, in that case, we are going to use the possessive and we are not going to use the. We are going to use the possessive and we are not going to use the. Are you clear? Now is it clear, Vida? Yes or no? Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now quickly write it down because comparative I've already given you. Now write it down quickly. Rules of superlative degree. First rule, it is generally preceded by. It is generally preceded by. It is generally preceded by the. It is generally preceded by the and followed by of. And followed by of. Example, he is the richest man of the town. He is the richest man of the town. Second rule, when a superlative is used, for comparing, when a superlative is used for comparing your own work, and not comparing it to others, for comparing your own work and not comparing it to others, we do not use the and we use a noun or a pronoun, in the possessive case. A noun or a pronoun in the possessive case. Example, it was his best book till date. It was his best book till date. Right? Now, listen here further. Everybody is written? Yes? Now, what happens is, I have already told you that once you have degree in the superlative, so the next one is also to be in the superlative, or if it is in positive, the next one also in positive. Now, sometimes you have positive and comparative together in a sentence. Sometimes you have positive and comparative together in a sentence. Now, I'll say he is as smart as, if not smarter than his brother. He is as smart as, if not smarter than his brother. Now, when is as used? As is used for comparison. As smart as. Whereas in the next sentence I say, if not smarter than. Then we already know. Whereas smarter also we know it's comparative. Now, what does this sentence basically mean? पहले इसको समझ लो. Now, it basically means that supposing there was some kind of a job, there was some kind of a work in which a person's smartness has to be judged. Now, there were two people where his brother was also there and he was also there, but he was not able to do the job due to any particular reason. It does not mean that his smartness is less. If his smartness is not more than his brother, his smartness is not less than his brother also, he is equally smart as his brother. He is equally smart as his brother. Do you get this or not, children? Quickly tell me, Devaya, Abhinav, Arun, have you got it or not? Yes? Okay. Now write it down faster. This because these kind of questions come in the paper, so that is why. Both as and then are required to be used. Both as and then are required to be used when a sentence contains adjectives in positive and comparative forms. In positive and comparative forms. Example, she is as honest as, if not more honest, than her brother. If not more honest than her brother.
Can you repeat the sentence?
She is as honest as, if not more honest than her brother. She is as honest as, if not more honest than her brother. Second example, I'm as strong as, or even stronger, than my enemy. I'm as strong as, or even stronger than my enemy. Now, look at the board. I'll tell you how will the question come. The question will come to you in this form, children, where as will be missing from here. So whenever you have as, it has to be followed by as. So you have to add as, and you similarly have to make this comparative. Clear? Now open your exercise. Quickly open your exercise. Exercise 8, question number 4. Exercise A, question number 4. Exercise A, question number 4. What is the answer? Quick answers on the chat. Exercise A, question number 4.
Page number, ma'am.
Page number 10 है बेटा. Page number 10 है. Page number 10, exercise A, question number 4. Quick answers. Quick answers. Yes, Sumit, Devaya, Arun, what's the answer, children? What is the answer, children? Quick answers, children. Pankaj, Lakshay, Narendra, Vamsi, what's the answer? Hiteshi? Question number 4. Question number 4. Sanjay, Sunil, Ramesh, Sanat, Shubham. What are the answers? Ramesh says off. Ramesh, switch on your mic. Ramesh,
Yes, ma'am.
switch on your mic. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, why have you put off here?
Of all the students, Rita was less worried when the date of the annual exam was.
Yes.
Instead of for, you can use of. Ma'am.
No. Now children, listen here. I have told you that of all the students, yes, Lakshay, can you switch on your mic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear. What's the answer?
Least worried.
थोड़ा सा जोर से बोलोगे?
Least worried.
Least. Yes. Of all the students, Rita was least worried. Rita was least worried. Right? Yes, because we are talking about all the students. We are talking about all the students, so it has to be in superlative. So the answer will be least. The answer will be least. Is it clear? Everyone, are you clear? Everyone, are you clear? Saurabh sir, are you there? Or Vinod sir, are you there? Can I have Saurabh sir or Vinod sir on the line, please, for 2 minutes? Saurabh sir, are you there? Vinod sir, are you there? Okay, Pankaj, I'll just get it in touch with them today after the class. Pankaj, can you switch on your mic, please? Pankaj Rana, can you switch on your mic, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Pankaj, beta, you have to do one thing. You are on the WhatsApp group of Cavalier.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, after 4 or 5, not before 4 or 5 today, you have to put it down in that WhatsApp group today.
I put that many.
Yes?
I put that many times. But
Loudly, Pankaj, give me a second. Pankaj. Yes, Pankaj. Pankaj. Pankaj, are you there?
ma'am,
Yes, Pankaj.
I did that many times, but I didn't get any response.
Pankaj, any problem in sending a message again? I said after 4 or 5 in the evening on the support group. Do you get my message?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Govin, you also, anybody who has a problem related to the book, please approach on the WhatsApp group, but after 4 or 5 o'clock. Is it clear? Govin, can you switch on your mic, Govin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody who has to do it, please do it after 4 or 5 o'clock and put it there. They'll get in touch with you. They'll try to resolve your issue. Right? Thank you. Okay, let's move on further. Now, question number 8. Question number 8. Quick answers I require, children. Become faster in answering your questions. Question number 8. Question number 8. Can I have the answers, children, on the chat quicker? What's the answer for question number 8? Quickly. Hiteshi, Sanat, Sanjay, Ramesh, Satish, Shubham. What's the answer? Abhishek, Kaustubh, Sridhar, Abhinav, Rahul, Joshua, Angad. What are the answers? Quick answers, children. Question number 8. Why is it taking so long? Lakshay. Children, what is the answer? Govind, what is the answer?
Ma'am, no error.
No, there is an error. See, I like him because he is the most interesting fellow. You like him, you're not making a comparison with him. So you cannot use most. You're talking only about one person. Yes, Ramesh, you're right. So the answer is going to be because he is an interesting fellow. What is going to be the answer? He is an interesting fellow. Clear? Everyone? Okay, let's move on further. Children, you're not giving answers these days. Now, question number 13, 1 and 3. Question number 13, quick answers. Arun, can you switch on your mic? Arun, can you give me the answer of the 13th question, dear?
Ma'am, I don't have that booklet.
Sorry?
I not got the booklet, ma'am.
The booklet is in the app. You are registered on the app?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then why are you not accessing the book?
I informed Vinod sir, ma'am.
Sorry?
I informed Vinod sir, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, yes. Of the 3 ministers, Ramesh, switch on your mic, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is the answer?
Most, ma'am.
Yes, because we are talking about 3. So I told you 3 also superlative. So of the 3 ministers, which do you think is going to prove most successful? Which do you think is going to prove most successful? Right? Okay, let's move on further. Question number 19. Question number 19. Abhinav, switch on your mic. Abhinav, switch
Yes,
on your
ma'am.
mic. 19th question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, he's taller all over in our team.
No, always do the error according to the first part since it says tallest. So he is the tallest in our team. Remove than anybody. You will write he is the tallest in our team. Is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Right? Always the error has to be according to whatever comes first in the sentence. Since it is coming superlative, so we will not use than because it is used for comparative than anybody. Clear? Right? Okay. Let's move on further. Can I have Hiteshi on the line, please? Hiteshi, can you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Can you give me the answer for the next question? Question number 20.
Nobody likes him.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this question itself.
Ma'am, there is no error in the question.
There is an error. Again, it's like the same kind, like we did question number 8.
Ma'am, the
Yes, dear. Yes, Hiteshi?
Ma'am, I think nobody like him because he was the worst teacher.
No, because he was the worst. Worst is superlative. Worst is superlative.
He is the.
Listen to me, children. Worst is superlative. I said similar to the 8th one. In the 8th one, we were talking only about one person. Here also, we are talking only about one person. We are not making a comparison. So we have to change it into
Bad teacher.
positively. Yes, exactly. So because he's a bad teacher. Do you get my point, everybody? Right? Clear? Okay.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
move on to exercise B. Exercise B. Narendra, can you switch on your mic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you give me the answer for question number 1, exercise B? Exercise B, question number 1. I've right now done this in the class before I started with the exercises. What is the answer?
As his brother.
Sorry,
As his brother.
I can't hear you. Louder.
Intelligent as his brother.
Yes, as, not as intelligent as his brother. You only have to write as intelligent as, and then the sentence goes on further. Whatever the sentence is moving on, which Ramesh has written. As intelligent as Shubham has written. Right? As intelligent as, if not more intelligent than his brother. Is it clear, Narendra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can I have Vamsi switch on the mic, please? Vamsi Krishna, can you switch on the mic, please? Vamsi. Vamsi, can you switch on your mic, please? Sunil, can you switch on your video? Okay, no problem. Sunil. Okay, Vamsi, you joined today. Okay, dear. Sunil, can you switch on your mic, please? Sunil.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sunil, what is the answer for exercise B, question number 2? Now I am on exercise B only. Exercise B, question number 2. Shubham, your answer is wrong. Yes, Sunil, what is the answer, dear? Sunil. Sunil, what is the answer, dear? Sridhar, can you switch on your mic, please? Yes, I can read the question. Sridhar, can you switch on your mic, please? Sridhar, everybody please mark your attendance. Till that time, go when I'm reading the question. She is better than any girl that studies in our class. She's better than any girl that studies in our class. Everybody mark your attendance and then I'll move on further. Please mark your attendance. Everybody mark your attendance and then write it down in the chat so that we can start with the class. Till the time the others are marking the attendance, I'm writing this question on the board because I want to explain this question. Has
Ma'am,
everybody
might be
marked?
she is better than any other girl that study in our class.
Very good. She and girl. Same kind of comparison.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
same kind of comparison, any other or all other. Since any is already written, you just need to add other. You just need to add other. Okay, very good, children. Now let's move on further. I think everybody has marked their attendance. Can I continue further? Okay. Now question number 7. Question number 7. Exercise B only I'm talking. Question number 7. Can I have Vinay Pratap switch on his mic, please? Vinay? Vinay,
Yes, ma'am.
can you give me the answer of question number 7 if there's anything which is coming in your mind?
All the neighbors.
Anything which is coming in your mind?
Ma'am, of all other my neighbors, he is the most, he is kinder and the most considerate to others.
Now see the sentence. It says, of all other my neighbors, he is the kindest and most considerate to others. That means we are talking about Sunil, Ramesh, wait. Now that means that we are talking about everybody, right? We are talking about everybody because we are using superlative in both the cases, kindest and most considerate. So I told you we use other only in the case of comparative. We use other only in the case of comparison. Now here, since we are talking about superlative, we will remove the word other. So what will we write? Of all my neighbors? Of all my neighbors, like you had gone on this question where I'll tell you where. Exercise A, question number 4. I said of all the students, Rita was least worried. You remember this was the question? So similarly here, of all other my neighbors, we simply have to remove the word other. Are you all getting my point? Clear? Vinay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sunil, is it clear? Sunil, switch on your mic, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Ramesh, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I hope it's clear to everybody else also. Now, move on further. Question number 15. Question number 15. 1, 5. Quick answers. Question number 15. 1 and 5. No. Lakshay, can you switch on your mic? Lakshay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can I have the answer for question number 15? Question number 15.
May I?
Lakshay.
No, ma'am.
No answer. Okay, no problem. Yes. Who wants to give the answer?
Ma'am, no
Yes.
animal is as scared as to the Hindu for the cow is.
No. Okay, let's move on further. Let me ask somebody else. Okay. Ramesh, can you switch on the mic?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me the answer for question number 15? Govind, the question is, no animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. Govind's question is, no animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. Yes. What's the answer, dear? Any idea?
No, ma'am.
No. Angad, switch on your mic, please. Angad Gopal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You have an idea about the question answer? Angad, do you have an idea about the answer? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, you don't have. Okay, now I'll tell you the answer, children. No animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. In as also, you know that you are making a comparison. In as also, although it's in a positive degree, we are making a comparison. So what are we saying? No other animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. No other animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. Do you get the answer? Yes or no, children? Have you all understood? Yes or no?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Yes. I said,
Yes, ma'am.
in
Yes, ma'am.
case we are talking about as also, we are making a comparison, although it's in the positive degree. Once I say he is as smart as his brother, there is a comparison. So here we are saying that instead of saying that the cow is the most sacred animal, we are saying no other animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. Is it clear? Okay. Question number 17. Kaustubh, switch on your mic. Kaustubh. Kaustubh.
Ma'am, I haven't got the book
Sorry?
yet. Ma'am, I haven't got the
What
book
you
yet.
haven't got?
That app isn't working.
You are not on the app?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you
Whenever
on?
I log in, I don't see any books there.
Bete, if you log in, you have to go
Yes, ma'am.
onto the document section. I have myself checked it out. You have to go onto the document section. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In any case, you can talk to Vinod sir and Saurabh sir after 4 or 5 o'clock, and then they'll help you out. They'll tell you the way to get into the book, right?
Okay, ma'am. Today I will.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Let's move on further. I wanted the answer of question number 17. Moni Raj. Moni Raj. Moni Raj, can you hear me?
Ma'am, but question number 16 is remain.
I know that. We are not doing questions in order wise. I have not finished questions. Yes? Moni Raj can't hear me. Anyway. Vamsi, can you switch on your mic, please?
Yes,
Vamsi. Vamsi, can you hear me? Vamsi Krishna,
yes,
can
ma'am.
you? Yes. Vamsi, are you understanding whatever I'm teaching in the class? Vamsi,
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
understanding what I'm teaching in the class? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Vamsi, can you understand whatever is being taught in the class? Yes or no, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Can you give me the answer of question number 17 then in that case? Question number 17. Whatever I taught right now, related to that only. Question number 17. Vamsi, can you give me the answer? Narendra Rajput, answer is
Yes,
wrong.
ma'am.
Yes, can you give me the answer? Yes? Yes, children, what is the answer? 17. Vamsi, what's the answer? The last thing we
No other
do,
animal is as sacred as to him.
as clever as, right, Vamsi? She's as clever as, if not cleverer than her brother. Hiteshi, answer is wrong. She's as clever as, if not cleverer than her brother. Oh, sorry, her mother. Okay, but now there are two errors here. Vamsi, switch off your mic, please. Thank you so much. As clever as. Now there is no word as cleverer. You have more clever. What do you have? You have more clever. So you are going to write, if not more clever than her mother. What is the sentence going to be? She is as clever as, if not more clever than her mother. Everybody, are you understanding? Yes? Have you understood till here? Okay. Abhinav, switch on your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have the answer of question number 19? Question number 19. There is no name more glorious than Sardar Patel's in the history of India. There is no name more glorious than Sardar Patel's in the history of India.
Wait a few minutes.
Yeah. I'll wait for 5 minutes also.
There is no name more glorious than Sardar Patel in the. There is no name more glorious than most. Ma'am, most glorious than Sardar Patel in the history of India?
No. Abhinav, we had done question number 15 right now. Abhinav,
Yes, ma'am.
what was the answer for that?
Ma'am, no animal is as scared to as Hindu the cow
Scared
is.
नहीं होता, एक तो sacred है. This is not scared.
Sorry, ma'am, I don't see because I work in phone.
Yeah, so even if you're working in phone, we are talking about scared or sacred. Sacred. Okay. Now,
Sacred.
yes, this was not the answer. What was the answer I'm asking?
Other than Sardar Patel.
I'm asking Narendra. Oh, sorry, Abhinav. I'm asking Abhinav, what was the answer for question number 15? Abhinav, what was the answer?
Other animal is as scared sacred to Hindu as the cow is.
Just repeat the sentence.
Ma'am, the sentence is no animal is as scared to the Hindus as the cow
Again,
is.
scared.
Sacred, ma'am, sorry.
Sacred. Sacred.
Yes, I'm sacred.
Not sacred. Sacred.
Sacred.
Now, the answer was, Abhinav, pay attention. The answer was, no other animal is as sacred to the Hindus as the cow is. No other animal. Do you get my point, Abhinav?
Yes, ma'am, no other animal.
Now give me the answer of question number 19.
Ma'am, there is no other name more glorious than Sardar Patel's in the history of India.
So simple, right? Now switch off your mic. Sumit, switch on your mic. Sumit Kama, switch on your mic. Sumit Kama. Sacred means religious. Sacred means religious. Sacred is the one which we worship, the one where we consider them as, okay, Sumit, no problem. The one where we consider it as a god, as a goddess. So something as dignified as god, goddess. So that is sacred, the ones that we worship. Right, Sumit? Is it clear? Holy. Right, Vamsi? Holy.
Ma'am, Gita is sacred book.
Gita is a sacred book, right? Pious. Pious, not exactly. Pious is, okay, pious, pure. Pious is basically pure, right? Now, children, I'm going to move on further to the next point of adjectives. But before that, I need to talk to you people. I really don't know whether I should be saying this or to you or not, but I really cannot find that after 20 days you have your paper and still you people are not sure of the answers. You need to buck up now or never. Realize this. 6th is your paper and you still are not clear with simple answers. If you see the answers, you might have seen that it hardly takes less than a minute to find out the answer. कुछ नहीं करना आपको. You only have to put as, other, remove other, change from tall to tallest. So it hardly takes, but you need to be clear with your basics. You need to be clear with your basics. So if you are not clear with your basics, how are you going to give your NTA exam? Right? Please start studying seriously now. Now let's move on further. Next thing is I told you about difference between certain adjectives. Now, difference between certain adjectives. First of all, I'll start with the most important one, that is either few or few, the few, or It can be little, a little, and the little. Now, if you understand the difference between one of them, you'll automatically understand the difference of the second one. But before that, please understand this is different and degrees of comparison is different. So few is different, fewer, few, the few is different, whereas few, fewer, fewest is degree of comparison. That is to be used for degrees of comparison, and this has to be used separately. Similarly, little, less, least. This has to be used for degrees of comparison. Now, let us come to the first one. Firstly, where do we use few and where do we use little? Few is used whenever we are talking about numbers. Whenever we are talking about countable nouns. What are we doing? We are talking about countable nouns. And little is used whenever we are talking about quantity or uncountable nouns. So once I'm talking about students, boys, girls, chairs, desk, etc., I'm going to use few. Whereas if I'm talking about rice, milk, sugar, or advice, information, etc., then I'm going to talk about little. Is it clear till here? Yes or no? Everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between few, a few, and the few? Now, children, few, a few, and the few. First of all, I have put these two in a group and this separately. Few is a negative word. What is few? Few is a negative word which means almost equivalent to zero. It's not O, it's zero. Which means that it is almost equivalent to zero. So supposing I say that there were 500 students in my class and only I say 5 or 10 have attended my class today. So I say there are few students in the class. There are few students in the class, which means that almost equivalent to zero. That out of 500, if there are only 1 or 2 or maybe 5, that means I'm talking about few students, right? A few and the few both are positive. A few and the few both are positive in meaning. A few means some. A few means some. I need a few books to pass my time. That means that I need some books to pass my time during the lockdown. So some could refer to any kind of number. Whereas the few means less, because obviously few is less, but all that is required. But all that is required. The few friends I have are not, what did I tell you right now? Fair weather friends. The few friends that I have are not fair weather friends. That means they are not selfish friends. They are true friends. That means I have very less number of friends. I have very less number of friends, but they are loyal to me. They are trustworthy to me. Do you get the difference? Yes or no, children? Everybody. Rahul, Sumit, Govind,
Yes, miss.
Kaustubh,
Yes, ma'am.
Pankaj, Vamsi, Sunil. Everyone, are you clear? Now,
Clear.
similarly,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
okay, now similarly, if I talk about little, a little, and the little, it's the same thing. I have few selfish friends. Vamsi, switch on your mic, please.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a wrong sentence. Why? I will tell you later on. Because few I said
Okay,
is a
ma'am.
negative word and selfish is also a negative word. So you cannot have two negatives together. Do you get it,
Okay,
Vamsi?
ma'am.
Right? Similarly,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, now since we are talking about two negatives, you should also understand that we can either change a word into ER or EST. Vamsi, switch off your mic, please. You can either change it into ER or EST, or you can add more or most to it. So I cannot say more cleverer, most, highest. I can write highest, or I can write most beautiful, most intelligent, etc. I have a few selfish friends. Narendra, please let me finish. I'll explain it later on. Now, this is it, right? Now, once I'm talking about little, a little, the little, again the same thing. Little is used for negative, and a little and the little is used in a positive manner. Okay, so that means I'm talking about that there is little water in the glass. That means the glass is empty. The glass is almost zero. If I say a little and a little again means some. There is a little rice in the jar. There is a little rice in the jar, so that means there is some rice in the jar. Whereas if I say the little milk that was there in the glass was enough to make 1 cup of coffee or 1 cup of tea. The little milk that was there was enough to make 1 cup of coffee or 1 cup of tea. Do you get the answer? Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, are you
Ma'am,
clear
but
till
what is the difference between a few, the few, and a little, the little? Both have them a same meaning.
both have the
Some
same meaning, countable and uncountable, beta. Difference between few is used with countable, little is used with uncountable.
Ma'am, I'm not saying that a few little. I'm saying that a few, the few, a little, the little. Both have last a little, the little. Both have the same meaning.
Both are same meaning, but a few and the few is used with countable, na beta. You will use this with countable, this you will use with uncountable.
Ma'am, I am trying to say that a little and the little both are the same. So how can we identify where we
No,
use?
a little and the little are not same. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't understand your question. Now I'll explain it. A little means some. The little means some, but all that is there. The little means some, but all that is there. Right? Is it clear? But all that is required. The little sugar was enough to last me 1 week. Do you get the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Everyone, are you clear with it? Everyone, are you clear with it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking everyone. Switch off your mic. Yes. Okay. The
Ma'am, yes.
little means Ramesh. Switch on your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
The little means not required. The little means in sufficient number. Come here, but that is sufficient.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
The little means that it is very less. Supposing the little rice that was there was enough to feed the cat. Okay, that way.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now start writing. Children, I really do not want to demotivate you, but you really need to buckle up. You really need to study very hard. And if you are still thinking that you can get away with English and you only have to concentrate on other subjects, I'm sorry, you are mistaken. You really need to have to pull up your socks and you need to get onto it. Now write down. Few is used for countable. Few is used for countable nouns. Few is used in a negative sense. Few is used in a negative sense. And it means hardly anyone or anything. And it means hardly anyone or anything. A few and the few. A few and the few are positive in meaning. Are positive in meaning. A few means some. A few means some. The few means not many, but all. Not many, but all. Little is
Ma'am,
yes,
last
yes.
sentence. Can you repeat the last sentence?
The few means not many, but all. The few means not many, but all. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, write down. Little is used for quantity. Little is used for quantity and uncountable nouns. Little is used for quantity and uncountable nouns. Little is negative. Little is negative and means hardly any, and means hardly any. A little means some. A little means some and is positive. The little is also positive. The little is also positive and means not much but all, and means not much but all. Now write down the sentences. Few people attended the wedding. Few people attended the wedding due to the lockdown. Few people attended the wedding due to the lockdown. Next example. I requested him to bring me a few books. I requested him to bring me a few books. Next example. The few days I passed in her company. The few days I passed in her company were exciting. Now examples of little, a little, and the little. There is little water in the overhead tank. There is little water in the overhead tank. A little common sense. A little common sense can bring success to you. A little common sense can bring success to you. Yes, dear? Yes, Shubham. The few days I passed in her company. The few days I passed in her company were exciting. The few days I passed in her company were exciting. Now, before that, I gave you the sentence, a little common sense can bring success to you. A little common sense can bring success to you. Last sentence. The little that she did for me. The little that she did for me is unforgettable. The little that she did for me is unforgettable. Clear, everyone?
Yes,
Everyone, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yes. Now, what do you have to do? You have to look at the sentences with few and little. Your homework for today is you have to look in the exercise book for few and little, and you have to do those exercise A and B, whichever those questions are. And tomorrow we'll discuss this and move on further. And hopefully tomorrow I'll finish off adjectives and move on to adverbs. Right? Is it clear? Anything that you need to ask me?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
all those children who have an issue, I'm repeating it for the last time, with the book, please get in touch with the support group after 4 or 5 in the evening. On the WhatsApp group, write down your problem and the issue will be resolved. Right? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe. Start preparing. Please do very well. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Bye,
you, ma'am.
Have a nice day.
Bye, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great
Bye
day.
bye, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.